Okay, so when you hear the name Mr. Beast, what comes to mind? Probably viral videos, right? Giant stacks of cash, these insane, over-the-top stunts. But what if I told you that the world's biggest YouTuber isn't just an entertainer?
Yeah, that's right. He's been described as an engineer. Not a creator, an engineer. Someone who systematically, almost scientifically, deconstructed and solved the puzzle of how to get, and more importantly, keep your attention. That really is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? And that's exactly what we're going to break down here. Because this isn't a story about luck, it's a story of pure obsession, of data, and a completely new way of looking at what it means to make content.
So, let's rewind the clock. Before the private jets, before the millions of subscribers, there were what we could call the laboratory years. This is where he built the entire foundation, not with money, but with time and just an unbelievable amount of focus.
Think about that for a second. For 5 years, starting back in 2012, he was uploading videos and getting pretty much nowhere. He was, by all accounts, a failure. But here's the thing. He wasn't just throwing stuff at a wall to see what would stick. No, he was collecting data. He was learning from every single flop.
And his dedication? It was, frankly, insane. Can you imagine spending 10 to 15 hours a day on Skype? Not just chilling, but treating YouTube like it was the most important exam of your life. He and his friends were obsessed with one single thing, cracking the YouTube algorithm. He even dropped out of college after just 2 weeks, because to him, it was just getting in the way of his real education.
And this is so crucial to understanding him. YouTube wasn't art, it was science. It all boiled down to 2 key variables. First, CTR, click-through rate. Basically, how badly does your title and thumbnail make someone want to click? And second, retention. Once they're in, how long can you keep them watching? He figured if you could just master those 2 things, you could master YouTube. This whole data-first approach, he literally wrote the playbook that a whole new generation of creators now treats like gospel. So, after 5 long years of studying, of grinding in his lab, the theory was about to face its ultimate test. This is the moment he discovers a fundamental truth about the internet, a truth that would end up defining his entire career. In 2017, he uploaded a video that, on the surface, seemed completely pointless. I mean, absurdly boring. But it was all based on this core idea he had, that the internet doesn't just like extreme things, it actively rewards them. And this one video? Well, it would prove he was 100% right. Just let that number sink in. Over 40 hours. 40 hours poured into a single, grueling, and what most people would call a meaningless task. This wasn't just about making a video anymore. It was about proving an almost superhuman level of commitment, all for the sake of content.
And this is it. This is his theory in action, counting to 100,000. It's so unbelievably simple, yet so mind-numbingly difficult that you almost have to click just to see if he really truly did it. And guess what? The video went mega viral. The MrBeast's brand of extreme effort was officially born. He had cracked the code.
Okay, so he's got a growing audience, he's figured out virality. What's next? Well, this is where he unleashes his next big innovation. And honestly, this is the one that changed the entire game. He figured out how to turn generosity into a powerful, self-sustaining business. This was the light bulb moment. His first big sponsorship check comes in, $10,000. Now, most creators would buy a new camera, maybe a car. What did he do? He filmed himself giving every single dollar away to a homeless person. He realized the content value of giving the money away was worth way more than the money itself.
And this right here, this is his secret sauce, the circular economic model. It's just a perfect feedback loop. Step 1, give away a ton of money. Step 2, the video's crazy emotional stakes and shock value make it go viral. Step 3, that viral video then makes you double, maybe triple the money back from ads and new sponsors. And then the most important part, step 4, reinvest all of it to make the next giveaway even bigger. It's a genius model that has totally reshaped what anyone thought was possible on YouTube.
So what do you do once you have the world's attention and a machine that basically prints money? You build an empire. MrBeast started using his YouTube fame to create tangible, real-world businesses, and he did it fast. Just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about now, look at this number, $3.5 million. That was the budget for a single YouTube video, his real-life recreation of the show, Squid Game. This wasn't just a YouTube video, this was a Hollywood-level production.
And this timeline just shows the incredible speed of it all.
In 2020, he launches a burger chain in 300 locations, like overnight. A year later, the Squid Game video. Then in 2022, he launches a snack company, Feastables, to go head-to-head with giants like Hershey's. And through it all, he formalizes his charity work into MrBeast's philanthropy, creating a food pantry that runs full-time, even when the cameras are off.
But becoming the king of YouTube, the biggest creator on the entire planet, that doesn't come without a whole lot of pressure and a ton of scrutiny. So it's really important to look at the full picture. The incredible innovations, sure, but also the costs.
His legacy is, well, it's complicated. On one hand, you've got this pioneering vision, seeing money just as fuel for content, globalizing his videos with dubbing in dozens of languages, and creating a whole new model for charity. But on the flip side, there's the intense scrutiny. The extreme pressure and lack of work-life balance have been widely reported. Then you've got criticisms of poverty porn, raising some really tough ethical questions about turning hardship into a spectacle for views. And there have also been allegations about a really high-pressure work environment, which has kicked off a bigger conversation about what's fair in this new creator economy. It's a lot to unpack.
But at the end of the day, it all seems to come back to this. This is his mission statement, in his own words. So whether you see him as a brilliant entrepreneur, a game-changing philanthropist, or maybe a figure who's still wrestling with the ethics of his own creation, his goal is crystal clear. He solved the puzzle of YouTube not just for fame, but to build an engine for his two great passions, pushing content to its absolute limit and giving away as much money as he possibly can. The question his story really leaves us with is, when you can engineer attention on a global scale, what is your ultimate responsibility?